Therefore, my imbalance zone would be considered from this wick right here to this zone right here. Why? Because within this whole area, there was a gap in price. Okay, this is considered a gap in price because market never fulfilled that level. Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit as far as how to identify a gap. Now, that is going to be when you identify market, going to the downside, and then out of nowhere, market starts shifting to the upside, then go to the downside, starts doing these moves, right? So when it does this move right here, very, very quickly to the upside, you're able to identify that market shift from bearish to bullish, right? And depending if this candle right here had a wick, that means that our imbalance zone would be considered within this area right here, which would be this sideways level. That would be our gap, okay? And don't worry about this. I'm gonna be talking more in depth as far as imbalance zone, how to be able to identify these gaps on another specific video, so that way you can fully understand and grasp that, that concept of one of those points of interest. Now, I spoke a little bit about expansion move. I spoke a little bit about imbalance. Now, let me talk to you guys a little bit about accumulation areas and also distribution areas. So understand that there are levels in the market that you want to pay attention to. For example, at the very bottom, when you identify that market is consolidating, right, and it is at a very, very minimal level, it is more than likely accumulating, right? One of the things that I like to use is going to be my RSI. My RSI helps me understand if market is oversold or overbought. In this area, you can identify that market is oversold, and we are able to identify some divergence. Therefore, market is more than likely already in a potential accumulation zone. And you can identify that within that accumulation zone, that means that market is accumulating price, therefore it can start pushing to the upside. And this is exactly what it does. It pushes to the upside. That is an accumulation schematic. That is an accumulation zone. Now let me talk to you about a distribution zone. Distribution zone is exactly the opposite of a accumulation zone. It is found at the top of the market, where you can identify that market is now tending to shift to the downside. And as you can identify, my RSI was out identifying that market was oversold since all the way over here and coming down. So I was able to identify that market was already creating divergence. Starting from here all the way over here, we had divergence created. Therefore, it was helping me identify that market was already in a potential distribution zone where market can now shift to the downside, which is exactly what it did. So understand that a distribution phase is going to be at the top of the market, and a accumulation phase is going to be at the bottom of the market. So now with that said, these are the primary basics that you want to understand when it comes to smart money concept. I will be talking about more things in detail. Let me know in the comments below what is that you would like to know next. And let me know if I deserve that thumbs up. If I did, please gently hit that thumbs up so that way we can help the YouTube algorithm and I can go ahead and provide more videos for you guys. So with that said, thank you guys for jumping on this session. I'll see you guys next time.